Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Welcome to A Blessed Union, a premarital journey with Deen. I am Maria Muhammad Kudu, your anchor. Joining me today for this discussion for today's episode is Coach Abdul Malik Abdullahi Abu Sufyan. You're welcome to the studios, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Sustaining love, commitment, and companionship. Love is easy to ignite, but how do we keep it burning? How do we keep it alive? Coach, what can you say about maintaining commitment and companionship in marriage?
What I like about your question is when you said, how do we keep it alive?
No.
That means love is a thing with life. Not allowing it to die is what is expected. And killing it is never appreciated in marriage.
Someone once said love is a verb.
Yes, I also said it's an action word, not a noun. Yes, we don't. Yes, we shouldn't call it a noun. So those from the language department, they should forgive us. Yes, it's an action word. It's it's a verb. It's an action. It's something with life. So not allowing it to die is the thing expected of every couple.
No.
The wife is involved. The husband is involved. We have to play our own part to ensure or to achieve this. How do we maintain the love and to keep it alive? That's commitment. Maintaining commitment and companionship requires that couples play their own roles. Every individual involved in a marriage, whether the husband or the wife, by doing certain things that will keep the love heightened. I'm saying it in this way. Anything that will keep the love heightened, whatever that you need to do, that once done, your husband will be happy with you, would make the love your husband has for you to be deepening, is what is expected of you as the wife. And for the husband, is to show the same care, the same consideration, the same thing that once done, the wife would be happy, and the love the wife has for the husband will continue to deepen, or it will be heightened. By doing that, the love will be kept alive. Then, on the issue of commitment, for an individual to feel committed to a relationship, safety and security is required. There is certainty. So, each person involved in the relationship, whether the wife or the husband, wants to be assured of security or safety. That yes, in this marriage, my love, my feelings are secured. I will not be harmed. This man will not turn back at me. This lady is committed to this relationship, so she is not doing anything that would end this relationship. By the time couples have this feeling towards one another, this belief, it makes the commitment to be heightened. And certain things that they need to do in order to be able to achieve this may involve doing things together. You understand? Doing things together, which I will talk more.
Doing things together.
Yes.
If I will pick on that, like what weekly or daily rituals are there that can help us keep this fire burning in the marriage? Like are there weekly or daily rituals that somebody, like couples, need to go through?
You see, when we link this with commitment, let us try to replace the word with connection.
No.
Because when you see something regularly, gradually you get bored of it. So what we need to do is to add colors to the marriage, to add colors to the relationship, to add colors to our feelings, to add colors, beautification, adornments to the things we do, by working on our daily connection, weekly connection, annual connection. On the daily connection, like praying together, eating together, bathing together. You understand? So even when it comes to eating together, what do you eat together? How do you eat together? It's another thing. We are eating rice, I am fetching, she is fetching. Another time I decided to feed her while she feeds me. You see, it is changing. It is the same rice, but it is changing how it's done. What type of rice and where? Is it at home, or we decided to go to a restaurant? Just to add, yes, or just to add color to that thing that we do. That is on daily connection. You pray together, you do things together, be it just 100 naira watermelon an individual wants to buy, or couples are planning to buy. Go out together. As you are going out, you will be gisting. I remember there was a day I went to the market with my wife, and then we passed by some ladies, and they started talking about us. It was positive. The woman was complaining about her husband. See this man and his wife. But for my husband, I invited him that let's go. But this man, this. Then she used some words I wouldn't like to mention, describing her husband. So, this is about daily connection. On the weekly connection, you can decide to say, well, during the weekends, we will visit a social place, we would go to the market, we will visit families, we will call friends, we will do these things that will bring you together. Intentional, yes.
Intentional discussions.
You have to be intentional about it. Not a decision to be taken by the husband alone. Well, this week Saturday, we'll go to social place. Next week Saturday, we'll do this. No. Discuss together. That involvement. Once the wife is involved, you understand? The wife is involved. The husband is involved. Then the person will take ownership. The person will feel, yes, I am part of this decision. Then on the annual connection, this is about the things that you will be doing annually. So how do we get annual connection, weekly connection, daily connections? Please mention this word after me. Anniversaries.
Anniversaries.
All right. So you take calendar. You take note of your calendars. The very day, that day that your husband, since you are the uncle now, your husband said to you, Mariam, I love you. The day he proposed to you, if you can remember the date, just write it down. The date you gave birth to your first child, write it down. The date of your marriage, write it down. The date of your engagement, write it down.
And there are other special
other special things that happened.
Before,
After marriage, I traveled with my wife, and she said, because I still remember, she said to me, this is the first journey between her and her husband.
Sure.
So that means she was happy about that journey that we had together. She was happy about it. So by the time you do this, it becomes anniversary. So you married on the 24th of December. So every 24th of December, make it your anniversary. Make it something special. All of a sudden,
and
just dress up.
Talking about speciality, so that people don't look at it as maybe they would have to have some big budget around it or anything like that. No, it can just be as simple as in your bedroom. Can you make it more fun? Have petals around, have something colorful. Even if it's a glass of Coke or so, or any fruit juice, even you can make at home. Like what can, like, you know your spouse more than anyone else, and what can you do to make them feel special that day? So I think it boils down to individuals, like couples by couple, like what do my spouse like? What can we do better? That's low budget. It's not necessary that it has to be something. But just make it feel special for that person that day. Like today we are having something special to celebrate.
So just dress up. For instance, now as I am appearing now, I can decide to say, I just dress up like this, right? Then I can say, this is all for you. In remembrance of the day we got married. In remembrance of the day something happened. When you mention budget, it could be it could be a gift of songs. Gift of songs. You decided to compose a song for your spouse, or you compose a poem, or you write one special book about your wife.
Or you design a card.
Yes.
It could be as simple as that.
There is a book I am writing, in fact, regarding my relationship with my wife, but I will not mention the title. Maybe you would like to hear, but I won't tell you.
We're looking forward.
So it could be a song, it could be a poem, it could be anything. So those anniversaries as you celebrate those anniversaries, that is about annual connection. So as you continue to do this, it will be adding colors to it. You can decide to say, okay, let her invite her friends. You just want to meet some of her friends. Let her invite 2 of her friends. Say, oh, no, just invite. For instance, so you want to make it funny.
Yeah, I think personality matters. There are some people that just want it, just a closed door, just me and you. And there's people that want to have that kind of situation on the other side. I think.
So, and another thing I would like to add: let no one think it is an act of innovation. No, as far as Islam is concerned, this is mu'amala. Well, aslu fihi al-ibaha. It is permissible. That is the basic ruling. It is permissible that we celebrate wedding anniversaries. Sheikh Jibril was asked, and this was discussed in the book Fatawa al-Ulama fi Ishrat al-Nisa wa Halil Khilafat al-Zawjiyya, regarding anniversaries, wedding anniversaries. And he said it is permissible. The fact that it may not be part of your culture doesn't mean it should be forbidden or that it is not allowed. So you can really celebrate anniversaries. You can do all of this.
Talking about daily routines and weekly routines,
yes.
How can couples balance time together and balance time apart? Because yes, we're talking about companionship and how to keep all those maintained in marriage. And when you want to do that, you see that we're mentioning things they can do together. So what are those times you can spend as couples together and you can spend apart and still you don't feel the connection is lost?
Yeah, yes, marriage is simple, especially when the individuals involved in it decided to simplify it further. But when you take it to be too hard for yourself, then you will find it becoming so difficult. Marriage is not intended to make you lose who you are.
Exactly.
It is, you are Maryam Kudu. You will remain Maryam Kudu. You do things that make you happy, to do things that will make you feel, oh, I am happy. You understand? Me, I should also do what makes me happy. This is about marriage. While we connect on other things that keep us connected. So individuals need to itemize this, need to be aware of this. Balancing time apart and time together. Time together, we've said it, but time apart is that despite you are away, the wife should know that the husband needs some moment for himself. The husband needs to know that the wife also needs some moment for herself. Do not think whenever your husband is at home, you will have to sit together. He has to be in the parlor with you. Or you have to leave what you are doing to come and sit with him. No, your husband could be at home, but you are busy doing some other things. And when you are through, then you sit together and then you discuss. Because maybe you are
that space you even give to them, like each spouse, is a kind of support.
Yes.
Because when you allow me to do what I want to do at that time, without interference or any interruptions, it's a kind of support. Actually given to me so that I can have what.
It's really a support, and this is why when an individual is married, he should never have in his mind the plan to change another person. I want to change who you are. If I am not happy with who you are, why should I go ahead? Why should you go ahead if you make proposal at the first instance? Am I happy with who you are? Fine. If no, then I should go to someone I feel I am ready to live with, but not to make it, I want to change who you are. No, you like reading a lot about books. I want to stop you from that so that you will become a football fan. Me, you can, as far as I'm concerned, you can give me 2 hours video to watch. It may be on my laptop for more than 6 months without watching it. More than 6 months. Give me a book to read, I will read that book. Just tell me you want this done within 1 month or within 2 months. Inshallah, I will make it. But that video should take me more time. I spend more time listening to audios than watching videos, for instance. So that independence should be there. That autonomy should be allowed within marriage, so that every individual feel satisfied individually as we are, not it mustn't be only when we do things together, that is when you feel you are married. No.
Speaking about commitment and companionship, Coach Abu Malik, we were discussing like spending time together, spending time apart. When it comes to family, friends, relations, do you think there's any need to set boundaries to also help out in this commitment and companionship? Is there any need to set boundaries between friends, family, in order to meet up with this?
Every individual will tell you, yes, there is need to set boundaries. Because if an individual has ever farmed, he knew there is a boundary between his farm and another person's farm. And he knew the value of that boundary. Because it makes the other farmer to know where not to cross. So when you are living as a social being, we have family members, we have in-laws, we have brothers, we have sisters, so we have sister-in-laws, brother-in-laws, and generally all the in-laws we can add. There is need for boundary. There is need for boundary because it protects, it supports, and it guarantees security and safety. And it makes love to flourish. You see, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam had warned his companions when he said, "Iyyakum wad-dukhulu ala-nisa." I warn you against just going into ladies' wing. Say, Ya Rasulallah, Alham, what about brother-in-laws? What about brother-in-laws? You say, Alhamu al-maut, that is more dangerous. So there has to be boundary. So that your brother-in-laws, that is the brothers to the husband now, do not just think this house belongs to our brother and we can go into it anytime, any moment, anyhow we so wish. No. The wife is inside and she has rights. And that is why in Islamic law you don't just say you want to bring in someone to come and stay with you without also consulting the wife. It's her time, it's her space, and you are bringing someone, she has to be informed. You also have to be informed. So she needs privacy. That privacy has to be assured, has to be given. So there is need to set boundaries. Some people have lost their marriages not for anything but for lack of boundaries. You can see someone saying to maybe his brother's wife, whether you like it or not, our brother will marry another woman into this house. The brother didn't send them to go and tell the wife that he wants to marry another woman, but they have gone to see their brother would marry another woman. There is another case, yes, there is another case whereby a mother-in-law now decided to force her son to marry additional wife and brought the lady to the family. Even before the marriage, you have to marry this lady. Why? In order to terminate the existing marriage. So it shouldn't happen. There has to be boundary. Don't come in so time. If you want to come in, seek permission. On this issue to do with me and my wife, please, if you are not invited, don't come in. I have an experience whereby personal experience now. I traveled a lot, so there are instances too that my wife will also travel. Of course, it's an opportunity for her to also travel. I'm not around, let her also travel. And someone said, is it that whenever you travel, your wife must also travel? Then I said, from today,
no,
don't ever speak to me on this matter. Her traveling is between us. It is based on my permission. We've discussed this. From today, don't discuss this with me again. And so I ended that conversation. Didn't allow that. If I had allowed that, it would have gone to the level of, okay, she's doing this, she's doing that. Another man said to me that someone called him to say, oh, I saw your wife in so place. He said, yes, I was the one who gave her money to go to that place. The man said he told someone like that. Why do you have to report to someone that you saw the wife to so place? What's your concern? What's your concern? Or, you see, many things I mustn't say it all. Those watching us or listening to us could give more example. But all we are saying, there should be boundary. The wife too should know that there has to be boundary. Not everything regarding your husband's family that you must participate in. You want to decide everything. You want to decide for the husband who he supports. You want to decide for the husband who he supports, how he supports, how much he gives, and what he is giving. You want to decide everything. It shouldn't happen. Yes. As far as wealth is concerned, the husband has right to spend his money, whether he informed you or not. The wife too has a right to spend her own money and to give whatever she wishes to give. Once we realize this, then we will know when and how we need to come together.
I would like us to touch on a companion we have nowadays, like
yes.
our gadgets.
Oh, gadgets.
It's a companion for like individual spouse.
Yes.
So how do you think that comes in when it comes to maintaining commitment and companionship in marriage? Like, where does that?
This is another question to say, what are the things that reduces commitment or companionship? She made mention of our gadget, maybe the phone.
I don't. Okay.
Yes.
I don't want us to say it reduces or it
yes.
reduces, but I just want
I understand.
Approach, like,
yes.
Where do we see it happening?
You see, when it comes to that,
no.
Because I really want to give practical experience. No. A friend of mine said, because he's a scholar, he said he will come back home and people will be calling him, asking him about verdicts. And he will say, well, this is good. No, this is Islamic ruling on this. And then the wife was just getting angry. But to him, he feels he is doing the work of God. And the wife is getting angry. The wife said, this is her time. Why is he doing that? Me too. One day I was with my wife, we went out and someone called me. And then I picked the call. We started talking. She just said, please could you end the call? I told the person, please, I will call you back. And I ended that call. I acted as a gentleman. So I ended, yes, she didn't give me attention. Yeah. So I shouldn't say, why should you tell me to end the call? No, she is demanding her attention. How can I be with her? And then I did that. Or you are on bike with your wife. I just stop talking to someone. How are you? How is family? You are there spending 5 minutes and she is not part of that discussion. So coming to the gadget, you are holding your phone and your wife comes to talk to you or your husband is talking to you. Say, yes, I'm with you. Yes, I'm with you.
But the phone is
with you. This is divided attention. For couples especially, whose love language is quality time. Meaning a couple, a wife or a husband whose love language is undivided attention, that is quality time, will be angry, seriously angry with this. That why should I be talking to you and then you are busy talking to your phone? It's talking to your phone.
Most of the time outside.
Yes.
Now you are back for us to have some time as well.
Yes. And you are busy doing that. So how to go about that is there should be limitation on how you do certain things. So sometimes when I want to have a conversation with my wife, what I do is just to place the phone on silent mode and then I keep it aside so that I focus her and then we have a discussion. So a lady could decide to do this, but if you are so much busy to such a level that you feel you need to attend to that and your spouse, your partner, come to talk to you, they say, I'm sorry, my darling, for instance. Maybe I like this word, darling. I'm sorry, my darling. Please, could we speak on this some other time? Just give me time. Let me be through with this, and I will get back to you. So we can. And she will feel heard that you have listened to her. You have respected her. It is cautious that we do this. It is lacking civility when an individual is doing this and then you are busy. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he wants to talk to people, he faced them completely. He doesn't do like this. He turned. Now, see, my audience are here, but I'm looking this way. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam doesn't do it that way. Allah says, don't turn this side to your people. Don't turn it towards the people. They come to talk to you. Don't do like this. No, face them. Yes, how may I help you? How are you feeling? You understand? And then as you are doing that, you keep other things aside. If you happen to be the one, how would you feel? You definitely feel bad. Therefore, avoid that as well. Yes.
Thank you, Coach Abdul Malik. Love grows with consistent act of kindness and mercy. Like gradually, you see it keeps growing. If you give it the needed attention, the intentional effort it requires as well. Thank you for joining us in this episode. Any last word for our audience?
Yes, love increases and love decreases. For marriages to be successful, let's work on how to increase the love between us and our partners. Thank you.
There is the need for that intentional igniting from time to time. Thank you for joining us in this episode. Inshallah, in our next episode, we'll be discussing resolving conflicts the right way. Inshallah. I am Maria Muhammad Kudu, your anchor. See you next time. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.